stream keys and all that shit. It's all.
Martin Music Center carries a complete line of the finest musical instruments and supplies. Exclusive dealer for Hammond, Cable, and Melloid grand organs and pianos. Let Russ Parrish, manager, or Earl Nicola show you the beautiful new models of Hammond organs. Class instruction by the talented teaching staff makes learning easy and fun. So for all of your musical needs, visit Martin's Music Center, 537 North Columbus Street.
Hungry? Thirsty? The refreshment stand is open with everything to satisfy your taste buds. Here's the menu: the hottest, freshest, crunchiest popcorn, each kernel popped to its fullest with that real movie time taste. Cold drinks, you'll find your favorite ice cold, tasty, and thirst quenching. And hot dogs, hamburgers, and candy too. Now a short intermission, so you'll have time to make your selection before the show begins. Top quality hamburgers, the most popular snack in the country. We serve them plain or garnished to your taste. Hot dogs, the all-American favorite. Certainly we serve them, piping hot and full of flavor. Call for yours now.
Barbecue. Barbecue, barbecue. Our barbecue is prepared especially for you. Try our delicious hamburgers. Come and get them at the concession stand.
What is it?
Say,
What is it?
hey, Wyatt Buttercup. Popcorn, add sweet cream butter to hot popcorn. Mix it up, wrap it up, Buttercup is born.
It's delicious.
So nutritious.
It's a taste delight.
It's so munchy,
Crisp and crunchy.
you'll enjoy each bite. Eat butter-drenched Buttercup, popcorn at its best.
Served in a king-size cup.
It beats all the rest.
You're invited to stop in at Nashua's own McDonald's on Route 101A. You'll find McDonald's high quality, fast service, and reasonable prices. Also, visit McDonald's at the Drum Hill shopping area in Chelmsford. Treat yourself and the family at McDonald's soon.
Yes, sir. The hot dogs at our concession stand do rate an appreciative whistle.
Yes, there's an air about hot coffee that's hard to resist. Full-bodied, refreshing hot coffee makes any time a pleasant interlude. Won't you have some now?
On sale at our concession stand, try the perfect refreshment. Chili Dilly, a delicious pickle treat that's spiced just right for every bite. Economical, too. There's no waste. You eat every bit of the juicy goodness of Chili Dilly. How about trying one right now? Chili Dilly, on sale at our concession stand. You'll love 'em.
Please remember to replace the speaker on the post when you leave the theater.
Settle back now, content, comfortable, well-fed, and ready for some fine entertainment. Is everybody happy? Then let's go. It's showtime.
All right, hang on. Let's cut it. Let's look at ourselves here. Hang on there. Hello, Chance.
Hey, Al, what's up?
Not too much. Don't talk too loud on the mic. We're back. We finally got it all straightened out.
It's Thursday, July 10th, 2025, and we just been to the movies, haven't we?
We saw Superman.
Yeah, we did. We're going to talk about it in a spoiler-free review.
You know, you are a Marvel fan, and you like DC too, and you're more of a Superman fan than I am, right?
Yeah, I would say
but
so.
I really like this movie. I mean, I've heard mixed feelings about the movie, but personally, I thought it was just a lot of fun. I really enjoyed it. I think it's a Superman with heart.
Yeah, it has a lot of heart. It really
does.
does.
It has a lot of heart to it, and I really do like it.
Yeah, I'll say so. Now, let's prove. Oh, hang on. We're gonna have an issue with the sound. Let me mute this. Okay. Let's prove that we went to the movies. Don't you have a little video that we shot? We saw this at the NCG Snellville, Georgia Cinema, which is a brand new cinema. They spent about $4 million to renovate it. It was once an AMC movie theater.
And
you have this little GoPro gizmo. It's a knockoff.
Well, it's a knockoff, and but yeah, it's
and it comes in this little case for underwater photography. It looks like a mechanical heart from a science fiction TV show I like called Space 1999.
There it is, right there. It's a great little camera, and it takes great video. And sometimes you don't want to use your phone to do all your stuff, and so this is easier to transfer video over to your computer than using your phone.
Yeah, and just to start, I'll say that we both really enjoyed this movie. So this is a positive review, and we're not going to spoil a thing. So don't worry if you've not seen it yet.
No, it's a wonderful movie, and I recommend it. You know, and I like the score. We'll talk about that. But anyway, let's go and see our arrival.
Okay.
All right, here we go. Let's check this out. All right, Chance has got his Superman ready for the movie. At NCG, let's go.
Let's go. Vamos to see Superman.
This used to be an AMC, and they redid it. It looks great.
Didn't you say they spent $4 million?
About that, yeah.
To renovate? What accounts for that cost? The projectors,
Projectors, screen, the seats. The seats are probably almost $1,000 a piece.
How much are the projectors?
100,000 maybe. Each.
And how many screens?
I was doing a little video. That's Dennis. Look at there.
Is that the manager?
Yeah. It's my buddy Chad.
Hey,
we work together in radio.
Yeah. That's a really tiny camera.
It's a GoPro knockoff. See it?
I saw a video.
See that? It's a little GoPro knockoff.
Nice.
It's great. This is Chance. This is Dennis Benjamin.
Dennis. Nice to meet you.
Yeah, nice to see you again.
Nice to see you again.
Thanks for everything.
Oh yeah, I got it. Come on inside.
Yeah. Look at this place. Isn't it nice? Look at this.
It's real nice.
Yeah.
And that's the self-serve popcorn machine.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Ooh.
Look at that. All right, you were back. Isn't that great?
Yeah, that was cool. Oh, you got audio feedback. Okay.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
that was
Dennis.
that used to be an AMC. Well, when that theater opened in 1997, it was a Carmike, and then AMC bought Carmike, and they ran it as a AMC Classic for years and years, and they closed it last July, and so.
And the roof was collapsing. It had rain damage.
Well, they had to redo all that. But anyway, they NCG took over the lease and did an outstanding job with the theater.
Yeah, they did.
And they got nice reclining seats. And the seats we're in today in the Clips Theater, they're heated too in the wintertime.
Now the Clips, explain what that is. That's the high end, like the super deluxe
that's
with
like,
Dolby Atmos sound.
That's like the Dolby system, but it's the Clips system. Now Dolby has their own speaker system. This is the Clips system.
But I was talking with the manager, your friend.
Yeah, he said it was a Dolby.
Now.
Star Wars
he
is a
called
Dolby.
it a Dolby Atmos though, and I thought that was an
well,
AMC
the sound
exclusive.
is Dolby Atmos. but they have special clip speakers in the behind the screen and all that sort of stuff.
I have clip speakers at home.
Well, they make them from home and professional use.
Yeah, they're great.
So, but yeah, it's a wonderful theater.
And we've talked about this before, but in case you missed it, they have these self-serve, and you've posted about it in your personal social media. We shot a video of this little gizmo where you could dispense your own popcorn and your own butter. And here's a quick clip of that. Then we'll get into some of the movie review.
Let me find it. Hang on a second. I think I labeled it your popcorn, didn't I?
Yeah.
Just like, hang on a second.
That's okay.
I gotta find it here. Here we go. Ready?
Yep.
Here we go.
Rolling. How does this thing work, Al? What do I do? This is self-serve. Put your bucket right there. Okay, your bucket goes there. Oh, when you hit dispense, that's easy enough. You have to hold it down? Yeah. Look at that. Yeah. Look at that. And it's good popcorn. Now, what about the butter? I want to butter it halfway. Where's the butter? Oh, topping right here. Butter topping. Hey, let's do this. Yeah. See? Dispense.
You gotta go to one that's on.
Oh, okay, one that's on. That helps. That's Dennis, the manager. Here you go. Just turn it around. That's good. That's good. And now I get more popcorn. And this is all you can eat. Yeah, all you can eat. And it was less than $10. So it's a great price. Deal. We're at the NCG Cinema, Snellville, Georgia. Yep. And there she is popping the popcorn. Oh, she might not want to be on. Yes, she is. You got to ask permission. All right, good. All right. Voila! Ta-da!
All right, that's cool.
One thing I noticed, though, and I'm not being negative, but a lot of popcorn gets wasted because when you take your finger off the popcorn dispense button, it keeps going. You have to leave your bucket under there.
That's true. That's true. But if your bucket gets too full, then the excesses just fall over.
Where's the camera? I want to show a picture I took of that. Where's okay? Is it? Where is the camera?
You can hold it up to
right here.
your camera. Yeah.
See, and these are like Glad bag sized chambers that fit a Glad bag underneath, just full of wasted popcorn.
Well, what NCG does, NCG stands for Neighborhood Cinema Group, and they have a chain of theaters throughout the South. Excuse me, Midwest. And but what NCG cinemas do, they have one size popcorn, one size drink.
No, they don't. They have two size drinks.
Well, they have a small popcorn and a small drink, right? But it's I usually get the large. It's only $1 more.
And it's under $10 for a popcorn bucket. And I always take one home, which I did tonight.
Yeah.
I'll get a refill at the end. Tonight, this is my southern accent. But it's some of the best popcorn I ever had. I love it.
And hats off to Dennis Benjamin. He's the manager there. He's a good friend of mine. And we
met his fiancée tonight, too.
Yeah, Kelly.
They were seeing Superman themselves as we were leaving. They were about to go see it.
They were about to go see it. Dennis is a great guy. I met him when they were renovating the theater back, in May and June. So I met him, and he's just a great guy,
Yeah, he was really nice. He's from Ohio.
Yes.
And he told me something. They shot in Cincinnati, the Hall of Justice. That's in Cincinnati, Ohio, at a train station.
Right.
And I knew they shot Superman in Cleveland, Ohio, as well as right here in Georgia, in LaGrange, Georgia, which is where the Kent Farm set was. The location for that.
They had one. Didn't they shoot down in Macon?
And they shot in Macon. That's the Daily Planet set. And also there's a war scene, I'm not going to spoil anything, that was filmed for 2 weeks, over 2 weeks in Macon, Georgia.
Okay.
In the blazing hot summer sun of 2024, end of May, 2024 into June 2020.
And to everybody watching, I'm using OBS. I'm not using StreamYard or Restream. It's OBS. So we're not taking any comments. We're just doing a movie review.
Yeah, Al specifically did not want to deal with comments. I said, that's why I brought my computer. I'm like, let's go on StreamYard. Well, it's easier. You are actually getting charged by StreamYard, unbeknownst to you. You thought you'd canceled, and they're still charging you, by the way.
Well, I still have it, yeah. I didn't know that until I checked my credit card. You have to check your credit card.
But it's okay. You just thought it'd be a distraction.
Well, with OBS, with StreamYard, and then we'll get to the review, and Restream, it's a little difficult using two cameras.
Okay.
With OBS, I can box you and see both of us at the same time. With the other platforms, you can't do that.
Fine.
And so I'm using OBS.
You can, but you got to click buttons. But you're right. With your plan, you only get one camera shot.
I've got it saved. All I can do is just click, click, click.
I could have done. Nobody cares, but I could have done my camera shot with my laptop, and you could have the one on you from there. But
we'll try that next time.
Okay. Well, the other thing I want to say, this is not about the movie. We're going to get to the movie in just a second. I really miss the old days of the movie ticket stub.
I save all of mine.
All I get is a printout, and it's like a cheap little receipt, and they don't even give you that. You have to ask for it.
Yeah.
Or they'll say, "Do you want a receipt?" Yeah, I want that, because we saw the very first screening of Superman today.
Yeah, today.
To the public.
At 3:35.
And it really officially opened on July 11th, 2025.
It opens tomorrow.
Right, we saw it July 10th. But, I mean, look at this, man. You told me, I didn't know this about you. You have a book. Tell them about your book of ticket stubs where you wrote down where you saw it, when you saw it.
It's just something I've done for a long time. I have this ring folder with and I save all of my ticket stubs. I have them, and then when I paste them in the book, it has the movie title, when I saw it, the day I saw it, the date, and all that. I have it going back several years. And another thing I do, then we'll talk about the movie, is when I stream stuff on television, I have a log. I write everything that I watch on streaming.
And same with your 4K, your 1080p projector downstairs,
I have
or
a log.
35 or 16. You literally write down what you watched, when you watched, and who you watched it
right.
with.
That's right.
There's the shot.
That's true. Yeah. But Superman, oh my gosh, what a great movie. I've seen some negative reviews, but I don't get it. I
don't either.
It's a heartwarming movie, and what really was kind of cool about it was the dog.
Yeah, Crypto.
Yeah.
That's the first live action time we saw him. He was in the 1968 cartoon.
Yeah.
And other things, comic books for sure. But he really stole the show.
No, the dog was wonderful. I love the dog in it. It was,
and it's not cheesy, by the way.
No,
with the
it's
dog,
not
it's
cheesy
not
at all.
cheesy at all.
No, it's not cheesy.
And like
at all.
you said, there is a lot of heart in this movie.
Yeah,
and please don't. I'm not going to spoil it. Just be careful not to spoil anything.
The speech that Superman makes at the end, sort of, is just really.
It's powerful.
It's powerful.
And I agree. It was irritating me because there was all sorts of clickbait articles. Political articles trying to politicize the movie. It wasn't like that at all. That was all a bunch of fake news. It was crap.
There was I won't mention his name, but there's a commentator on Fox. He was trashing and I said, well, good grief.
See the movie first. No,
why don't you? And I told him on TikTok, I said, go watch the movie, then judge it. Don't prejudge it.
It's that Clay guy who started Outkick, and he's on EIB replacing Rush. He wears a terrible hairpiece. He's one of the worst toupees I've ever seen.
He was trashing the movie, and he hadn't even watched it.
Hadn't even seen it. And didn't you say you left a comment saying, hey, watch the movie first, huh?
I said, why don't you watch the movie first and then give an opinion?
The thing was, they thought, the critics were saying it's about immigration or whatever. And so we're not going to go into too much detail because we don't want to turn anyone off and divide anybody in our audience here who's watching. We're talking about the movie, but it's not like what was depicted in talk radio and other media outlets and social media.
And another thing, the score is I love the music in it.
Yeah.
The music is really good.
It really is. And they did utilize some of the John Williams classic themes, including the main theme, but not overly done. There's a lot of original Superman motifs.
Well, you heard a portion of the original theme basically about halfway through the movie, but it was very short. But the new soundtrack, in fact, it's available on Water Tower Records because it's a Warner Brothers release. But it's I liked it a whole lot. In fact, I wouldn't mind seeing it again.
The composers of Superman are John Murphy and Dave Fleming.
Yeah.
So that's rare that there's a co-composer credit.
Yeah. But it's good. I highly recommend it. Even if you're not a Superman fan, you don't like, and I'm not a big comic book fan, but I really like the movie.
And you were really getting burned out on superhero movies, but you did not seem bored at all.
No,
when I looked over,
wasn't.
you were really into it.
Oh yeah. It was good. I think the guy next to you was into it too.
There was a guy by himself with a Superman shirt on. And he was like, I'm sitting next to the Superman fan, so I don't know if these are reserved seats, so I don't know. Yeah. The weird thing is, it was an early show. It wasn't that full of a theater.
No, it was the first show.
But you know why? Because I paid extra. You get it free.
Well, I
paid extra for that top tier cinema screen, the Klipsch.
The Klipsch theater is wonderful.
It was selling out everywhere else, right?
But
on the cheap seats,
on the other seats, it was sold out.
Right.
But I mean, the Klipsch will sell out.
But this guy sat right next to me when, we're in the very back row, and it's just Al, me, and then this guy shows up and sits right next to me.
I don't get that. Even when you pre-order your tickets online, you sit where you kind of want to be, and then somebody will get a ticket right next to you.
I know, because you pick where you want to sit.
And there were plenty of other seats.
But he said to me, oh, this guy's a Superman shirt. I'm sitting next to you. I said, okay, fine. He kept talking to himself throughout the movie with excitement, exclaiming and
he liked
repeating lines and stuff like that. No. But the silly thing was, There's two. This is not a spoiler. There's two post-credit scenes. He got up and left, and he was a Superman fan. He had an Action Comics T-shirt.
He saw the first post-credit.
Yeah, but that was a teeny tiny little
He
like
saw
2-second thing.
Well, not to spoil it. There's two.
Yeah.
The credits start, and then there's a post scene halfway through the credits, and then the credits roll again, and then right at the end of the movie, there's another one.
There is, and we're not going to give away any details. So let's break this down, Al Hardy, real quickly. I'm going to ask you a couple questions.
Let's just show us at the theater.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah. Oh yeah, there's our little selfie.
Yeah.
Now I will say this. Speaking of selfies, there's a character in this movie who takes a lot of selfies, and that's Eve Tessmacher, who was played by Valerie Perrine in the original Superman the movie.
She was funny.
She is funny. She's a great
funny.
character, and it's not dumb funny. To me, she's a mix of Lorelei Ambrosia from Superman 3, who was like a character who pretended to be dumb, but wasn't really that dumb.
But she was always with the camera going,
She was taking selfies, and we're not going to spoil it, but it comes into play in the movie, the selfie aspect. And I will say this: she's infatuated with, of all people, Jimmy Olsen.
Really?
You saw it, remember?
That's
Jimmy,
right.
the reporter, the cover reporter at Daily Planet.
I'm my mind's about. Oh yeah, she was. You know.
So that was an interesting take. I'm going to give you a clickbait headline, and then we'll talk about. You got pictures, okay, or video.
Here's the cast right there.
Oh yeah, good picture. Yeah.
Now Nicholas Hoult is great.
Yeah, as Lex Luthor.
Yeah, he is a wonderful villain, and Nicholas Hoult is a great actor. He's made some really good movies, but But think about his character is very comical.
Yes.
You know, there's one scene where Superman gets the best. He escaped, gets the best of him, and Nicholas Holt's character, he just screams at the camera. Going,
oh yeah, he chews up the scenery. I hate to say, I think he topped the late great Gene Hackman as Lex Luthor.
Yeah, he really chews it up, and then there's people that ask him questions when things aren't going right for him, and he goes, "What?
He's really quirky, right?
You know, he's quirky, and he gets upset really easily.
And let me tell you, it's like I predicted. This is not a spoiler, trust me. But I had a feeling that Krypto would have a moment like Yoda in Revenge of the Sith, where he looks so timid, looks so cute, but he kicks total ass.
Right.
That happens a lot of times with Krypto in this movie, and I was delighted to see that.
Yeah. But there you are. Nicholas Hoult there is on the left.
There he is. Yeah, and he was in X-Men First Class, some of the other X-Men movies that 20th Century Fox released about a dozen years ago.
And he's bald-headed in the movie. He has no hair.
He shaved his head.
He actually shaved his head.
He's method, baby. Yeah, he's getting that's why he gets the big bucks.
Yeah.
So, we're going to break this down to the story. You already talked about the music. You talked about Lex, but here's my headline. This is a clickbait headline, Al. You ready for this?
There he is, right there. There's Superman.
Oh, there he is. That's Corn Sweat.
He's great.
David Corn Sweat.
David Corn Sweat. He is really good. I
like him. He doesn't have as much separation of Clark and Superman as Christopher Reeve did in Superman the movie.
Well, he appears as Clark Kent maybe a couple of minutes on screen, and the rest of the time
a little more than that, but very minorly. I agree.
Very little.
Yeah,
as Clark Kent, he's mostly Superman in the whole movie.
But I'm not knocking him at all. I agree. I think he's one of the best actors to play Superman of all time. And they also had a funny little knocking of the internet trolls several times in this movie.
They did.
I love that. That was inside baseball, little Easter egg.
Yeah.
And they really made monkeys of those trolls that were knocking James Gunn.
Did.
Yeah, the people that are like the Henry Cavill fans, the previous actor who played Superman, whom I like.
Oh, yeah.
One thing I didn't realize, because I didn't really want to research too much online to spoil it, that Bradley Cooper played Jor-El. They obviously dubbed over his voice.
Well, yeah, but
he
was fat. They did a great job.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I didn't recognize him.
Absolutely.
He played Superman's dad.
And they really... Yeah. They changed. I don't want to. I'm getting to spoiler territory, but it's so unique, the approach that they took, James Gunn and the other creators, the writers to this movie.
Right.
I want to say also the lady that plays Lois Lane, Rachel Brosnahan. You could tell that she researched Margot Kidder's interpretation of Lois Lane. She sounded like her, acted like her. She had a lot of what I call Margot-isms or Kidder-isms, whatever you want to say. She had a lot of Margot Kidder in her performance, and I appreciated that. She was awesome as Lois Lane.
No, like I said, I'll go see it again at some point.
Me too.
Now it opens publicly tomorrow, and NCG they showed it at 3:30 this afternoon.
3:35.
3:35. But
it's like Ted Turner time.
But
right?
AMC, they weren't showing it until tonight.
Yeah.
You know, because I checked all the AMC theaters, but MCG was showing it before, which
Because
is
you
great.
are an A-lister. You're an AMC.
I'm a-
You're an AMC
but,
A-lister.
But I like NCG since, you know, Dennis has been great to me, and I like his fiance Kelly. You know,
Make sure you look in your camera just for the audience, because there you go. Because all you see is top of your head.
oh, sorry.
There you go. Hey,
I need to tilt the camera up. Here's there you go.
Oh yeah, look at that shot. Yeah, there's Crypto, and that's James Gunn's real dog.
Now, there's some scenes in the movie where you can tell this is a CGI dog, but other scenes you can tell it's a real dog.
Most of the time, he look real.
Yes, you know, and that dog is wonderful.
And I think that image of David Cornsweat does not do him justice.
Why's that?
I think he looks better in live action photography on the big screen.
I think he photographs okay.
He does. I mean, he does. Now that poster's behind me when you return the shot, but there's of course Lex Luthor.
He's great.
Mm-hmm.
Nicholas Hoult is great in that. And he's so mean. I mean, it's just like you want him to die.
Oh yeah.
You know, you want him to die.
Yeah. Now here's my clickbait headline. If I were to give you my one sentence comment about this movie, it's this. Turn the cameras on if they're not on. Don't mind.
There you are.
All right. James Gunn's Superman makes Superman the movie look like dog shit.
Who said that?
I'm saying that's a joke. I'm
Oh,
kidding.
oh, oh,
I won't go that far. But I'm telling you, it sure makes Superman the movie look dated. And I love Superman the movie. I met Chris Reeve before his tragic accident. I'm a big fan of the original. And, of course, the John Williams score and Richard Donner's direction. But I tell you what, this is up there with some of the best Superman movies of all time. If not, it's probably number 1 or number 2.
Here's a scene. This was sort of at the end of the movie, and I love this picture right here. This image.
Oh yeah.
Isn't that great?
And that is a takeoff on at the end of all the 4 original Christopher Reeve Superman movies. You saw Superman flying around the earth. I love that, like he's looking over all of us.
The
whole
dog
world.
flies too. You know. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. That was an original spin on the Christopher Reeve flyover shot at the end of all the classic Christopher Reeve Superman movies. So
I mean that kind of like brought a tear to my eye.
I know.
You know,
Everything
that is because it's moving.
It is moving. Anyone who's ever had a dog or loves dogs or any pets, they did a nice tribute to all sorts of pet lovers. Like, remember they showed a lady escaping, not a spoiler, with a turtle
She
in
had
a
a
cage?
turtle? Yeah.
Yeah, and a turtle in a little aquarium kind of thing.
But I love that picture right there. That is just an awesome. I really like that.
Yeah, it's good stuff.
Yeah.
And you know what? I was like, are they going to put a lot of pop songs in it? Like,
they didn't.
Like with Guardians of the Galaxy movies that James Gunn directed. And
no, they didn't do that.
They had some songs, but it wasn't like you might be expecting if you're thinking of it like in terms of a Guardians of the Galaxy prism.
No, the end song is sung and it's really good. I didn't see who sang it, but I just like the movie. I just
Now that Eve Tessmacher we talked about, that's Sarah Sampaio.
Yes.
She is awesome.
She's funny.
She and Crypto and Superman
Yeah.
and Lois. I don't know. I can't pick Lex too. I mean, the more I think about it, the more I like this ensemble cast. I really did. I have nothing negative to say.
I'm going to tilt my camera down a little bit.
Okay.
Hang on.
And you know, one little moment. This is not a spoiler, but I will say this: I thought it was really cute. There's a scene. Look for it, where Superman actually saves a squirrel.
That's true. He does.
That was cute. Like, it just shows he cares about every living
Well, the
creature.
dog was chasing squirrels too.
Yeah,
They
I
had
know.
him in when he got captured. The dog got captured, and they had him in the thing.
But I loved it when it showed Superman going to great effort to save the life of a squirrel. It just shows that he cares about everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Like Lois Lane said to Jimmy Olsen at the end of Superman the movie, Superman cares about everybody, Jimmy.
That's true.
I
Now,
thought that was cool.
now
And James Gunn's brother has a nice little cameo in it.
that's true.
I
He
won't
does.
spoil that, but he of
does.
course, he always puts his...
He kind of looks like James a little
He
bit.
does, and wouldn't it be nice to be James Gunn's brother, where he just puts you in every big
Well,
movie?
I think James Gunn did a great move by going over to DC and doing this.
Yeah, the
you know?
DCU. Yeah, this is really going to jumpstart. If this is their phase 1, I can't wait to see phase 2, phase 3, phase 4 of the new DCU.
Yeah, they'll jump. Here's a kind of sort of behind the scenes look. Right
Oh
there.
yeah, look, they're getting along.
Yeah. Well, that's behind. That's not.
Of course, I know. In between takes, yeah.
Yeah.
And
So-
look at the new S, like the negative fanboys It wasn't the fangirls. It's always the fanboys that are
Yeah.
buttholes. They were trashing the costume. I thought the costume was fine. I like the new S symbol. It looks
I
more
do.
like outer worldly.
Now, when the movie it opens up with the Warner Brothers logo, but then it just goes into a scene.
Yes.
For
Yes.
about, I guess, 5 minutes maybe.
Yes, and it's a scene that we saw in the trailer, so you expect
Right.
it to be later in the movie.
You see it, and
We
then,
won't say which one it is, but it's
then it opens up with the logo Superman, and
Yeah.
so.
And by the way, the fonts are just like the Richard Donner Superman the movie
Yes,
fonts. Did you notice that?
They used the original font. Yes,
That was cool, and that's not a big spoiler or spoiler at all.
It's just, but both of these guys here, I mean, they did a great job.
Yes.
I commend them on their work in the movie.
And I know a lot of local people that had parts in the movie, like one of my friends. She may not want me to mention her name. Well, I'll tell you. Her son plays the young Superman, and I'm not going to say at what point of the movie, but there's some shots of Clark Kent as a child. And someone I know who does acting coaching, she got a big break last March. A friend of hers says, "Hey, they're looking for a kid. Why don't you submit your son?"
Right.
And James Gunn picked her son to play Clark Kent. And the stand-ins got credits. I like that. Jared, someone I met on set, he plays Superman and Clark Kent stand-in, and he got a credit. So that's
Right.
pretty cool of James Gunn to give credits to the stand-ins. That usually, it's 50-50. Usually, most times, I'd say 6 times out of 10, a stand-in won't get a credit.
Was there a standout moment in the movie you like better than any other?
Yeah, but see, I don't want to spoil anything.
We can tell me the scene.
I'm trying to think without
I mean,
ruining it.
I have I have standout moments, scenes that I
Okay,
like
well, you
better.
tell yours.
But
Be careful now.
I thought the CGI is very good in it actually, and like when they were going through the black hole. That was great. I mean, because the dog was going out, and they were all. It was just the way they did that looked really, really cool. Yeah.
And I like the villains. Now, I will say this: they actually kind of poke a little fun at the Fantastic Four, and you may not have caught this.
It was just because the little creature they let out.
No. This was. Oh, God, see, I don't want to spoil anything. But all right, let's just say this: there are androids from Krypton that protect Kal-El, Clark Kent's Superman, when he's in his Fortress of Solitude, right?
Right.
And they're numbered, and one of them is number 4, like the Fantastic Four, and it has a big blue 4 right there on its chest. And that little guy plays a role in this. Now, I think it wasn't mean-spirited, and it wasn't like, ha, MCU, but there's a lot of fun with this character. Now, anyone that's in the know is like, I think it was kind of an obvious Easter egg, kind of like a, who's going to get the best box office, Fantastic Four or us? And that remains to be seen worldwide, but FF comes out, the Fantastic Four, by Disney and MCU, Marvel Studios, later this month here in July 2025, and I'll be there opening day. I want to see it with you, or
it'll be at the NCG where we're at today.
I'll see that in the clips. It's worth it. It's only like a couple bucks more, and our seats were shaking. Let me say this: the sound is incredible when every character takes off that can fly, and when they land, it's like boom.
Oh yeah, the seat vibrates.
But wasn't it cool? The sound when someone took off and landed, there was an incredible sound.
They have subwoofers on the wall in the back behind the screen, and then they have actually speakers in the ceiling.
That was wild.
It'll blow you out of there, but it's great.
Oh
it's
my
really
God! But I just thought the sound was fantastic.
If you're in the Atlanta area and near Snellville, Georgia, it's just.
Well, they have other NCGs. They have one in Ackworth, Georgia, too.
Yeah, but not like this one. They don't have Eclipse Theater that I don't.
Oh, really? Are you sure?
Maybe they do. I don't know. I've never been.
It's worth the investment. I mean, it was only $15 and change. Yeah. And I paid an online $1.50 surcharge, so it's less. If you go to the ticket window, it'll be like $12.
You can go to the app and buy your tickets online.
If it's a matinee. Of course, at night, that's where they make their money. It's more for the ticket.
Every Tuesday, they have like $9 tickets.
Yeah.
Every Tuesday.
Including the clips?
I think that's the clips, yes.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
There you go. That's
now,
you
pay the surcharge online, but yes, every
Tuesday.
That's a good tip.
Yeah. And also, I thought that there are other heroes that help out, and they were interesting. Other superheroes that help out.
All right.
And we've seen those in marketing press, like Hawk Girl, and and Mr. Terrific, and African American actor, and
Right.
and I thought that was great. And of course, Guy Gardner,
Guy
you
that
had
plays
Green
Oscar
Lantern.
in the movie. Oscar, you talking about him?
Yeah, and the Green Lantern.
Yes, yeah.
That was cool.
The character
and
Oscar.
he's got a lot of wit. You know, and he's got a sharp wit.
Yeah. No, it's great. It's a great movie. It really is highly entertaining.
And that character, I think they edited this down, but you see one shot of him. One of his little quirks is that he likes to eat cereal and drink a lot of milk. And you see a shot. You may not notice it. Maybe you did.
No,
but he's sitting watching the news, and he's eating like Fruity Pebbles cereal at a bar.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah.
But again, these are non-spoilers. But man. And I thought the battle scenes were great.
The battle scenes were really good. Now, the battle scenes kick in about midway through the movie. Now, you have one in the beginning, but then it kind of eases up, and, you know, you get to know a little bit about the characters. Yep. You get to know a little bit about Nicholas Holt's character, you know, and then you see where they're going and what they really want out of life. And so, but then it picks up and never lets go towards the end.
Another thing they did great, unlike any other movie, is
What's
the
that?
effect of kryptonite on Superman.
Yes.
And we don't want to go into too much detail,
No.
but that was cool.
Yes.
I thought.
It was.
I've never understood why it affects him that way, that drastically. I mean, in the comics, I mean, you know, because it's a meteorite from his home planet. Why is it dead? Like, I understand it reducing his power.
It does.
Because he loses power when he gets closer to a red sun. He gets energized by our sun, a yellow sun or
Right.
star, like in our Milky Way galaxy in this fictional little Superman land. But they do some cool stuff with kryptonite in this movie.
I love it when he takes off flying. Say he's standing and he just shoots straight up.
Yeah.
The sound is great. You know, it's
Yeah,
just
I
like,
know.
it's just like
When he takes off and when he lands, or anybody, but especially him.
yeah.
And
The sound design on the movie is wonderful. It should it could be nominated for an award for sound design because it's really good.
And it's a unifying film. It's not political, and it does have a lot of heart, like you said.
It does.
It's a good story about humanity.
I didn't see anything political.
Did you
about
like
it.
the story overall?
Yes. Yeah.
All right, and it wasn't confusing. It
No.
wasn't like you had to see previous movies to know what's
Well,
going
some
on.
of the Marvel movies, they say you got to see the previous ones to understand what's really going on, which is kind of true.
It is.
But this, you didn't have to see the previous Supermans to really.
We all know
enjoy
the
this.
origin. We know Krypton blows up. His parents put Superman in a rocket
But
ship.
they didn't do any of that. They
talked about it a little
They
bit.
talked
but
about it, but that's it.
And it shows in the very
It's
beginning.
that's already been done.
One of the first shots, not a spoiler, there is a little text that comes across the screen. It says like 30 years ago,
Yeah.
3 years ago,
And 3 days
3
ago.
days ago. That's
Yeah.
so, and it's really quick, so it
Yeah.
catches you up without showing.
It does, and they do a good job of doing that. Like it's 3 years ago, blah, blah, then it goes down to 3 days ago, and then it goes.
I
into
think it started 3 decades ago. That's what 300 years ago, like three decades ago,
and it has a
30
brief.
years ago.
It has a brief
3
scene
years-
from that, and then it goes, and it's just. And I love the lettering on the screen, like you said. It's like the old style, the original movies.
Yeah. Who was your favorite cast member besides David Corn Sweat as Clark Kent and Superman Kal-El?
I'd have to say Nicholas Hoult, the villain.
Yeah.
He's great.
He is. He is. Awesome.
I don't think has he played a villain before?
I don't know. Let me look up his credits. I'm sure
Nicholas
he
Hoult.
has. If not, this was a great.
He
first for
did a
him.
great job. Remember the movie Renfield with Nicolas Cage, the vampire movie?
Yeah.
He was in that. He was quite funny.
Yeah.
He was in Renfield. He's a good actor. He's the kind of actor that can do it all. He can do this. He can do, art house type stuff, and he can do comedy. He's just a pretty good actor.
When do you think he was born?
Gosh, I don't know.
December 7th, 1989. He's
Wow.
35, and he was born in England. So, but let me.
It's amazing that these people have British accents, but they lose it in the movie. When they're
And
acting.
you rarely see the reverse,
No.
like an American actor doing a convincing British accent.
Right.
That's the way Barry Morse was when he played Lieutenant Philip Gerard. He did a great American accent in the old
That's true.
Fugitive show.
Yeah.
Going way back there. Okay, I'm looking up his IMDb. Let's see here.
He's made some good movies.
See, I'm not as educated as you are about
Nicholas Hoult.
No, just about general film because I'm a fanboy geek. Yeah, he was in X-Men Days of Future Past. I already said that. He's known for About a Boy. That's from 2002. He was in Warm Bodies in 2013. Oh yeah, I remember. How could I forget Mad Max Fury Road in
he was
2015?
in that. That's a great movie. I have the Blu-ray.
Yeah.
I saw that in the theater. That's a wonderful movie. It's
Yeah.
one of my favorite. I like that, Mad Max, and then Beyond Thunderdome.
Oh my God, and he was in Nosferatu.
That's right. He played Dracula's assistant, I believe. Yes.
That's a villainous role.
Yeah.
Let me see here. Yeah, okay, so he's
Yeah,
done
he's-
it all. And he's got a great look.
He's got a great look. He's kind of like Robert Pattinson in a way. You know, they have great looks, and they can do various roles
Yeah,
and that sort of
yeah.
stuff. Now, the guy that played Superman, what's his name?
David Corenswet.
Now, what has he done?
He was in a movie I really like, Pearl. There's a horror trilogy, and that was one thing. He got killed savagely with a pitchfork in that movie.
I didn't
Spoiler
see that.
alert.
I haven't seen that.
That was from a couple years ago. Let me hang on a second.
I haven't seen that.
You would like these movies. I need to. I don't know if I want to buy them because they're pretty creepy movies, but I'd like to watch them on your 4K
That's why I wish
projection
Netflix DVD service was around. You could just rent it.
or Redbox.
Redbox is gone.
I know it sucks.
There's no place to rent physical media anymore.
Okay, let me just tell you. You'd like this movie, right? It's a trilogy. The first one, I think, was from 2019, and it's set in the year 1979. And these young people are making a dirty movie at a farm that they rented.
Right.
And what they don't
I've
know is the
seen
old
that
lady is a
movie.
psycho.
I've seen that movie.
And that's Shia LaBeouf's wife in real life
Yes,
playing that
I've
role.
seen that
Well,
movie.
in the sequel,
Yeah.
it's a flashback to her origin from like the World War II days.
Right,
World
right.
War I, I think. World
Yeah.
War One. And David Corenswet plays a love interest. He's a projectionist at a movie theater.
I know.
And
It's
Pearl
great.
meets him, but she's married. So it's like an Anthony Hopkins and Psycho moment where she's trying not to be attracted to him because she has a husband who's at war
Right,
overseas.
right. Mhm.
And then she can't deal with it, and then she winds up killing him with a pitchfork on the farm.
Right.
That was a brutal death scene of his.
That's a good one.
Well, have you seen it? Have you seen Pearl?
I have seen it, but it's been
Samantha
a while.
turned me on to those movies. I'm like,
This,
God,
it's,
this is
I have seen it, but it's been a while.
Let me see here.
I don't think I have any of the pictures uploaded, you know.
Yeah, Pearl. He was the projectionist. That's from 2022. That's a really good little. Let me see. And then the third one took place in 1985. By the way, of the Pearl trilogy. I'm trying to remember the name of those damn movies. Hang on. Now you got me
Look it
thinking.
up.
I am. Pearl. It's a weird ass movie. And let me see. Mia Goth is the woman who plays Pearl, and she also plays the dirty movie actress
Yeah,
in
right.
1979, the first one, and she plays Pearl as an old woman. And there's a weird scene where the old woman crawls into her bed and licks her, and it's her licking herself like a split screen effect. It's
Yeah.
bizarre, dude. Anyway, and she goes, "That woman touched me."
That is bizarre.
Let me just tell you what is. Yeah.
So what else has he done? But you know,
This is his breakout role for
Yeah.
sure. Of course.
You think he was a good choice?
Yeah, I had my doubts, but he's really good. I should.
Who else-
In Gunn, I trust. I've said it for months. In Gunn, James Gunn, I trust, and it was fantastic. He did. Your question, sir?
Well, who else? Do you know of anybody else that tried out for the part for Superman? I'm sure there were others.
I never looked that up. I don't. I
He's
don't
good.
know.
I mean, maybe they just wanted him first. I mean, he was good. You know.
I hate that. Okay, it's called X. Yeah, X film series. That's it. X like rated X.
Oh, okay.
Hang on a second. X was released March 18th, 2022. And you know who's in that? Is the lady who plays Wednesday Addams in the new Wednesday show on Netflix. Season 2's out, I think.
You know,
And
I tried
she-
to watch that. I couldn't get into it for some
You
reason.
couldn't? Oh.
Yeah, I think there's a new season coming out.
Well, the first one, X, was released March 18th, 2022. Pearl, September 16th, 2022. And then Maxine, that's it. And the X, in Maxine, it's triple X, like it's spelled it MAXXXINE, was released on July 5th, 2024.
Right.
And, yeah, and so she plays this cocaine addicted dirty movie star who wants to be famous, and she's nuts. Anyway. But Corenswet's death scene is brutal in that movie, Pearl, for those that hadn't seen it. And I think they're streaming on HBO Max. Okay.
Did I show you this picture?
Oh, yeah. That's today. Look how big the screen is. It's a nice screen. And look overhead. You can't see the speakers, can you?
No, but there's speakers there in the ceiling. There's all on the walls there. They got big subwoofers on the walls. So that's what makes the whole theater shake. You got them on both sides and the back.
And you know, I was really kind of a critic of David Cornsweet for a stupid reason. I didn't like his name. It sounds like Corn Sweat.
It's kind of a hard name to remember.
You can't judge someone on their name. That was stupid of me, you know. But I tell you, those haters out there, they get theirs in this movie into a comedic way. They really do. James Gunn, it was brilliant how he came up with a way to knock those I was about to say losers. That are in the Snyder camp.
Everybody's entitled to their opinion. There are people who's not going to like it, but I liked it, and I'm not a big superhero fan.
But you know what? The first sign I knew that was going to be good was what you told me about. You said, I'm looking on TikTok, and the actual reviews of actual moviegoers is overwhelmingly positive. Not critics. Critics can be bought and sold.
But a lot of people on TikTok, I like to watch their movie. They'll do what they call out of the theater review, and they'll actually video themselves leaving the theater and then talking about the movie.
Yeah.
So, out of the theater review.
Yeah, and that gets a lot of clicks and a lot of views on YouTube.
Millions.
Hundreds of thousands of views.
But it's the thing about it is it's good. The negative comments the negatives don't outweigh the positives.
You know where David Cornsweet went to school? He went to Juilliard. He graduated in 2016.
That's a highly...
Robin Williams, Christopher Reeve himself. There's a little connection, 6 degrees of separation, 6 degrees of Kevin Bacon, but David Cornsweet on that.
Yeah.
So, you know, that's good acting training for sure.
They kept his... I guess that's his real name, but they kept his
name
name because it's different.
When do you think he was born?
Oh, gosh, I don't know.
Just say a year.
I would say 88.
Higher.
90?
Higher.
91?
Higher.
95?
Lower.
96? 94?
Lower.
93?
93, you got it, finally.
God,
he was born...
93.
He's 32.
Dude.
And so he was 31 when this was shot a year ago.
Yeah.
Principal photography. He was born in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania on July 8th, 1993. So middle of 93.
Yeah.
Can you believe that? And also I like, and this has been in the press, so it's not a spoiler, this is a unique spin on him hiding his identity. There's a hypnotic effect with his glasses. That's why his hair looks kind of crazy and like an afro in some of the still pictures we saw, and people are complaining. All the haters are like, "Look at his hair." Well, that's all by design.
They looked that way when he was Clark Kent.
Yes, because he can, and I like it. It's a throwback to the Outer Limits episode, "Man Who Was Never Born" with Martin Landau. Remember, he hypnotized people. He was a hideous monster from the future. He was whose genes were eradicated by nuclear war, and so he hypnotized people with his sight and with his vision, with his eyes, into thinking he was a handsome guy.
And that was one of my least favorite episodes.
Oh, I love that one. Shirley Knight's in it. Great actress.
It's okay. It's not one of my favorites.
Really?
No, it's all
I
right.
liked it. I liked that one a lot.
It's all right, but David did a great job as Superman. Hats off to him.
Yeah, let me see what else I have on
I
him.
predict the movie's going to make a lot of money.
It already is. It'll be a success. It'll make its money back in spades.
Yeah, because word of mouth is going to get people in the theater.
Mm-hmm. Now, he's in a new movie to be announced in terms of the release, and it's in post-production. It's titled Mr. Irrelevant.
Okay.
Like me. And he plays a character named John Tuggle.
John Tuggle, I like that.
And I
name,
want to say
actually.
this about the movie.
What?
There is a lot of twists. There's a character named Ultraman, and I love that they use the name Ultraman. It's like the 1966 Japanese show that used to run on Turner when you ran the film. Yeah. Ultraman.
That's right.
And James Gunn has put that out on his Instagram and Blue Sky, so it's not a spoiler. But there's an Ultraman character. It's interesting. Don't say there's a big twist with that character.
There is a big twist.
It's so cool.
Can I say who plays him?
No! Are you crazy? No, don't do that.
Oh, I won't do that.
And he wasn't. I never saw this Twisters. David Cornsweet.
I didn't see Twister.
Yeah, it's from 2024. I didn't either.
Well, I take that back. I watched that on Prime. It wasn't very good. Now Twister was good, but Twisters was not.
Yeah, Twister was all right, even though it had Helen Hunt in it.
Nah,
she's a nice lady. She's not one of my favorite.
The first one was
personalities
fine. The first one
on
was
the
fine.
big or small screen.
But I did not.
Even though she was in a Bionic Woman episode when she was a kid.
I did not like the second one at all.
No. So get ready for a lot of twists, turns, surprises, a lot of innovation. in terms of the storytelling of the Superman mythos.
Yeah.
Music's great, acting's great, casting's great, direction's great. You know, I don't have a problem with any aspect of this movie. And don't believe the political spin. This is not a political movie. It's not a divisive movie. That's a bunch of crap. It's a bunch of clickbait bullshit.
Now, James Cameron, he shot this movie flat. It's not in scope. In other words, when you go to the theater, it won't be widescreen like we normally look, but it looks great. He shot it flat. So, in other words, it's fatter, but it's not wider.
Yep, and there's a nice setup to a movie that just wrapped in London, Supergirl.
Oh.
So I'm not going to give specifics, but I like the actress who plays Supergirl, Millie Alcock. She's an Australian actress.
Right.
And man, and James Gunn announced there's going to be a new Wonder Woman reboot with a new actress playing Diana Prince, the Amazonian.
James Gunn he's there.
He's the head man, and with Jim Lee. Jim Lee is the president of DC, and now Jim Lee is an artist. He used to draw for Marvel Comics. He drew X-Men, and now he's an executive and over on the Warner Brothers DC division.
Right.
So he and James Gunn are really turning that ship around to the good.
So James Gunn, he's at DC for good now, right?
Yeah,
good.
I think he signed a big fat contract.
Yeah.
So, and then there's going to be also Peacemaker Season 2, which has a component, and I worked on that. I play an agent. I can't talk too much about that.
Right.
That'll be out in August on HBO Max, and you're going to want to tune into that. And that's going to also...
I don't have HBO Max.
And it's also... Well, you should get it. It's also going to...
I got too much now that I don't watch.
It's going to springboard into these new projects like Wonder Woman and Supergirl. And I'm super excited. And who knows what they'll do with Batman? Will Pattinson return?
He's supposed to.
Yeah, I know.
But that's been delayed. They're rewriting the script on it. They're doing updates.
David Cornsweet, by the way, is 6 feet 4 inches tall, just like Christopher Reeve.
Yeah.
Chris Reeve was 6'4" before his terrible accident.
Now, the first Superman, of course, is iconic. That'll always be the one that started it all, except for the TV show with George Reeves.
Yeah, and the serials with Kirk Allen.
Yeah, but what's mainly known is the TV series with George Reeves. Yeah, I used to watch that as a kid all the time.
Yep.
Yeah.
In Superman the movie, there's a cameo by Noel Neill and Kirk Allen as Lois Lane's parents. Lois did not irritate me. She
didn't bother me.
Margot Kidder was great as Lois Lane, but I don't like the way her character was written by the author of The Godfather, Book 1, Book 2, who wrote the screenplay along with the Newmans, but she was just kind of a bitch.
Yeah,
and all she cared about was her own personal glory and trying to latch on to Superman's power. And that's not what this Lois Lane's all about. And, oh, man, it's good stuff. Kirk Allen.
She's kind of short, like you.
Well, most women are.
Yeah.
Unless they're supermodels or models, yeah. That's just how it goes. All right.
That's cool.
How long have we gone?
Oh, I don't know. Probably...
Does it say?
About an hour.
Okay. All right. I can't stress enough, even if you're not a Superman fan, if you just want to escape for 2 hours and 10 minutes or so, I think it's worth your time and your money to see it.
Oh, yeah.
And make sure you watch the final 2 scenes during the end credits. I couldn't believe that guy sitting next to me with an Action Comics shirt got up and left. I mean, Marvel always has post-credit scenes, almost always.
They do.
And so you would think people would be acclimated and know to stay.
Well, they were talking about the post-credits on social media, so I knew there were 2.
Right.
And there's always one, but this one had 2.
Yeah, it did.
It's good.
And I'm looking forward to Fantastic Four. If you want to see it, if you're not burned out on Marvel.
I have posters for that.
You do? Oh, let's go look at them before I leave. I wanted to drive home before it got dark, but it's already getting dark. But as we're live here. But, yeah, I want to see those posters, and I want to make you an offer. Maybe we can do a trade. I'd love to have one of them. If you have, I want the one that looks like the 1960s artwork.
I have to see what I have. I don't know what I have.
Can we look at them?
I'll let you look at 2 of them.
All right, cool. I want to, if they're the same ones, let's trade. All right, so don't believe the negative hype. It's all
right,
good. I
It's
think you'll like it.
It's highly recommended. Go see Superman. You'll have a great time.
Yeah, you will.
And it's not over long. I mean, it's a little over 2 hours, but it just flows. It's just really good. And what I like about it.
Oh, that was a good point. Yeah, it does flow. Oh,
It
sorry.
flows. NCG, they don't show all those commercials.
Oh, I know.
They open up with the trailers, and then it goes to the feature.
And there weren't that many trailers. Normally, you're sitting there for 10 to 15 minutes.
Yeah.
At least in our
I
screening,
think
there weren't
was
that many trailers.
There was like 4 trailers, maybe.
And I like trailers,
I
but
do
sometimes when you know you're in for a 2-hour movie, you want it just to
People
get
say, I
started.
don't want to see trailers; it'll spoil the movie. Well, trailers make me want to see the movie.
But sometimes they're poorly edited, where they give too many surprises away.
Well, they
And I
said
hate
that
that.
about the Superman trailer, but I didn't see the trailer,
No, they.
so I don't know.
I saw it, and they did not.
Oh, okay.
That's BS. Don't worry about it.
Well, so it's a thumbs up for me.
Hey, Ryan of WQEE, formerly.
Oh,
He's out there, Noonan, Georgia area.
Tell him I said hello.
Hello to Ryan, if you're still watching. He shared us out. Appreciate that, brother.
Good.
And we will do another review of Fantastic Four in about 2 weeks.
Yeah, we'll go see it at NCG.
I agree. NCG. We sound like we're paid by them. We're not. But hell, you get in free.
I do.
Because you didn't even give them any posters, did you? He just likes you. This guy.
Dennis is a great guy. The manager there.
Yeah, good. You're looking in the camera. Good.
Yeah, well, he likes art house type movies, and so he wanted to go see Sinners over at the Terra. And I know the owner of the Terra, and so I got him and his fiance and me tickets to go see Sinners in 70 millimeter on film. And so, and then he told me, anytime you want to come to movies, just you're welcome. So
he's really nice.
He's a nice guy.
And he said he's been working in film since 1989 when he's a youngster with Batman, Tim Burton's Batman, starring Michael Keaton. And he said also they were still playing Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade when I started. And he goes, I didn't want to work in the movie theater. My dad encouraged me to, and I did. And I just fell in love with the whole theater scene.
Well, I've said it before. The first job I had when I was 16 years old was in a movie theater because I enjoyed watching movies. And so I got a job at the Bailey in my hometown as an usher. And I've worked in the theater business ever since.
Did you like to boss people around that were getting
I was
unruly?
I was an usher. I didn't boss anybody around.
You weren't like, shh, quiet. Like when did you go around with a flashlight to make sure?
The only time I had to go around with a flashlight is when I had to page somebody, like a doctor or somebody. I had to do that several times. I'd walk down the aisles, paging Chas Martel.
Oh my
paging.
God!
I was always embarrassed.
Before
to do
cell
it.
phones, right?
Yeah.
Before cell
I
phones.
did that many times, paging people.
And did you notice one of your criticisms of seeing movies with me is I'm always looking at my phone? I didn't look at my phone once. I was glued to the screen. I was mesmerized by that
you
movie.
looked at the phone a little bit while the trailers were playing.
That doesn't count.
But then
I was doing a check-in on social media on Facebook.
But then when the Fantastic Four trailer came on, you stopped.
Right.
So.
Well, I'm going to put this on my channel, the Nostalgic Pod Blast, because we used your streaming platforms because I'm a guest in your studio.
And again, we used OBS software on this one because it has I like the dual box.
The tool shot, right. But it prevented me from streaming live on my platform. So after the fact, that's why this isn't live on the Nostalgic Pod Blast YouTube channel.
Yeah.
And your YouTube channel is
Hardy Entertainment Owl's Place.
Yes. Please subscribe to his channel. He puts a lot of 16mm film information or trailers on there and clips and stuff on occasion.
And I'm on Twitch as Movie Albert. I'm on TikTok as Movie Albert.
Yep.
And so, yeah. I'm not on all the platforms, but, it's just like Facebook.
You're not on Instagram, are you?
Yes.
Yes, you are. You are on everything.
Yeah.
You're not on Blue Sky.
No, I don't.
You're on X, Facebook. Yes. Anyway, yeah. But you're on as Al Hardy. That's your name. Yeah.
On Instagram.
Funny thing about you got like 5 Facebooks.
I got 2 Facebook pages. That's it. But I have some other pages like,
but you have one that says Al Hardy Entertainment, I thought, on Facebook.
Yes.
See, that's got your name. That's 3 with your name right there.
I guess. I need to kill some of those.
No, you're fine. It's fine. And we're streaming now from your other page, Film and Movie Enthusiast on Facebook.
Yes. Film
on
and
the
Movie
Facebook
Enthusiast,
side.
Yes.
Yeah, I shared that out. I tried to,
Good.
All right. Well, any final thoughts?
No, except that I recommend the movie. It's, I guess if it's 5 out of 5 or whatever, it's a 5.
Wow, that's a high praise from Al Hardy. You're not really a Superman fan.
I'm not a Superman fan, but I like the movie a lot.
Yeah.
I had a good time with it.
Yeah, it's
really
it's really great, up to date, new spin, new characters.
Well, the
new
technology,
worlds.
the movie, it's got a great look to it.
Mhm.
Now, if you go back and look at the older ones, I mean, you can tell how time has changed in movie making. You know, movie making today is so much better than it was.
Yep.
You know,
And you mentioned that it's flat. It's not in CinemaScope.
it's not in cinema.
It looks like it is, though. To me, I didn't notice that either.
It's what they call flat in the business.
Yeah, but it's still pretty wide, though.
Yeah, but it's not. If you
It's
go,
not like a little square.
if you go
pan
to the
scam.
theater and see it, you'll see, unless they have masking on the screen, you'll see, some the black on each side.
Right.
But it fits the screen top to bottom. But on left and right, you'll see where it's not filling out. But a lot of times the theaters will pull the masking in to compensate for that.
And the manager, Dennis, before it started, he explained to us, he actually came up to our seats and he goes, guys, this was shot flat.
Yes.
So you will see in the trailers the black mask. What did he
And-
say? He said black bars, and you always say, that's not black bars. But he says, that's why
Yeah.
there's black bars, because the trailers are in CinemaScope.
Well, the actual, it's 185 to 1.
Yeah, that's it.
And scope is 239 to 1, I believe.
Yeah. But,
that's
again,
right.
it's still pretty wide, though.
A lot of times
When it's, quote, flat. You know,
a
it's
lot
not
of
like a
directors will-
TV, old school TV screen.
A lot of directors will do that
pan and scam
for television.
Yeah.
You know, so but it's regardless where they shot it flat or scope, it looks good. It's a good movie.
Yeah, and I just got so tickled by that Android 4. A definite Fantastic Four reference, or
Yeah.
a slight, or a little dig, but not overly so, and definitely not mean-spirited.
Right. Well, listen, we'll run, because you got to get home.
Yeah, I got to get
It's
home.
getting dark
Get
outside.
my shoes on.
It's been fun. Thanks
Look at that
everybody.
movie poster for Fantastic Four.
Well, thanks for watching, everyone. I appreciate it.
Take care. And I got an interview with an author on Saturday on the Nostalgic Pod Blast YouTube and Facebook and Twitch.
Okay.
Saturday at 4 p.m. Eastern Time, 1 Pacific. And this is all about television. This is an expert on classic television. I'm really excited about it. And hang on, let me just tell you the name of his book real quick.
All right.
I'm sorry. I wasn't prepared.
Well, hurry up. We got
I
it's
know.
almost 9 o'clock.
I know. Hang
9
on.
o'clock here on the East Coast.
All right, here it is. I want to tell you his name, and I know it. It's Mitchell Hadley. And
Hadley. Hadley.
Yeah, Mitchell Hadley.
Hadley.
His book is Darkness in Prime Time, How Classic Era TV Foresaw Modern Society's Descent into Hell.
I see.
So
We're going to descend out of here. Say bye.
Later. Any outro music?
I'll
You
show
just-
you. No, just
okay.
image it. Thanks for watching, everybody. Good night.